the winds, unfortunately, are going to be still a factor as we move into today. We have a couple of opportunities for the wind to pick up, and then there's a little lull here and there, and then yet we have another round of some windy weather tonight. I wanted to point out this. Yesterday, I showed the drought monitor, and it looked a little different than it does this morning. We were under abnormally dry drought conditions, which we entered last week. That turned into moderate, and now we're talking about some areas entering a severe drought situation. So Los Angeles is in there along with Orange County, moving down into San Diego County communities. Unfortunately, this is part of the picture as to how and why we have seen so much fire break out through Southern California. Not only do we have Santa Ana winds, sure, we do have them every single year, but in particular this year, we just have not had much in the way of rainfall, so our vegetation is very dry. And in addition to that, the winds were so strong yesterday that fire officials from an aerial point of view could not get up into the sky and fight the fires that would otherwise have hopefully been put down a little bit sooner. But again, the wind's just too strong yesterday. 65 degrees out there into Riverside, and this is the picture this morning from LAX. You're looking out towards the hillsides of Malibu, and you're still looking at some of those hillsides illuminated as we're looking into the next several hours. I do anticipate some of these winds to pick up. So right now, LAX is around 48 degrees. So let's talk about some air quality. That's also going to be fanned across Southern California because of the windy weather. We are looking at some really terrible air quality right now through Pasadena, Los Angeles, down through Long Beach. You're heading into Santa Clarita and Van Nuys. Terrible air quality. I don't often have to put out these purple colors, but here we are. We have, unfortunately, some big air quality alerts. Anybody that has a respiratory issue or any comorbidity issues, today's the day to stay indoors. I'll also say that this is a problem for all groups, not just anybody with health concerns. Right now we have an inversion layer. So basically that is a cap on our atmosphere that's trapping in and pressing down the air pollutants to the surface. So you're really breathing in some hazardous air this morning. So you just want to be very cautious and careful if you're outdoors. Wearing a mask would not be a bad idea here today. And red flag warnings across Southern California from Thousand Oaks all the way down into San Diego County and then moving as far inland as some of our desert communities. This red flag warning now extended, so that's the newest information coming out of the National Weather Service, extending all the way through tomorrow. And the reason being we still have some active fires. And unfortunately that keeps this red flag warning in effect. We have some dry weather, low humidity levels, and because this is now turning into a more of a traditional Santa Ana wind event, we're also going to see our temperatures begin to warm up. A high wind warning is going into effect. This is also new, and I wanted to point out for Orange County and our Inland Empire, 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. tomorrow. So today we're going to see that go into effect. You're looking at some high wind velocities. Now, yesterday we weren't as focused on the Inland Empire or Orange County because there weren't any fires burning in your area, but you did have a high wind warning. Today you have another high wind warning being issued, and this has a potential to bring down trees and power lines. And so unfortunately, we're looking at a really gusty situation for you today. The winds right now calm. That's really helping firefighters, especially on the ground, fight the fire. We're hoping to see that aerial support come on through once that sun comes up. But otherwise, we are looking calm for the moment. The moment because on the way, we know we're going to have some strong gusty winds, especially as we approach tonight in the Pacific Palisades area. There will be a burst of wind that does arrive here, bringing up 25 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts right at the surface. Now know that if you're in higher elevation, those wind gusts are even higher. So again, this is at the surface, not on the upper hillsides that we're seeing some of the fires burn. And that situation could be more dire, more like 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. Now the winds really enhance throughout today, all the way through your Friday morning. And then we have another Santa Ana approaching, and here we go. We're going to see that return as early as your Monday on into your Tuesday and your Wednesday. And now I think Tuesday will be focusing on a new strong Santa Ana entering and returning to the area. I don't think it's going to be as strong as yesterday or the day before, but certainly this is going to be strong enough to put us all on high alert yet again.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.